lobby of the Braemar Ice facility, and usually here this is where everyone will congregate before and after games. However, this is now the only entrance for the East Arena. All the other rinks have their own separate entrances right now. The concessions and guest services are here, and concessions is the main way that this facility gets their funding. They also get their funding from ice time when associations and people purchase it. However, this is not a taxpayer funded facility, so this is all on the arena to be able to get the necessary funds that they need. After Labor Day, however, they will have one entrance and one exit for people to go through for COVID protocols. As well as here, they have displayed every player from the Edina Hockey Association that has gone to play Division I hockey.
Go ahead.
This is the East Rink in the Braemar Ice Arena, and here there is a hockey practice going on, but mainly this rink is used for their figure skating club here. This rink, there is a little design flaw right over here. The ice is slightly higher than what the rest of the rink is, so it's not a very level rink. Usually the locker rooms are all down here, and they're usually open, but due to COVID, players and coaches have to dress outside, and they only have 10 minutes to get dressed and 10 minutes to get undressed. No bags are allowed, so people do have to come fully dressed, and this is just one of the ways that the facility is keeping their patrons safe during COVID-19.
Go.
Alright. So this is the compressor room, which is a brine ammonia plant that cools the ice. And now this room only cools one rink. This is for the East Rink, and it distributes the coolant on the ice so it keeps the ice cool. So this is really the heart of an ice rink. This is the South Rink for the Braemar Ice facility. This is where all the youth hockey players, there's a tournament going on. Here, this is where Edina Hockey Association is. There are some offices here for them. Same thing goes for here. The locker rooms are usually open down there, but due to COVID, we have our participants dressing on the outside. The heating here is a radiant heat system, so there is very little heat coming in, even now in the summer when it would be on. So participants usually are a little bit colder here. There is no like geothermal heating, which is something that could be used but is expensive. This is the West Rink at the Braemar Ice facility, which is where Edina High School plays their games. They are one of the best high school programs in the state of Minnesota, so they have a lot of seating, a lot of advertisements. Their locker room is over there, which is a very high quality locker room that could be compared to a D1 college facility. Here you can see the roof. It does need some repairments. It leaks a lot sometimes. So this facility is in need of a new roof. And an improvement they've made here is the lighting is all LED lights that can be controlled through an app for employees here. They can turn the lights on and off on their phone, so it makes things more efficient during game time. So this is the Hornet's Nest, which is where Edina High School's hockey teams get dressed and have their locker rooms in the facilities. Over here is the boys varsity and JV locker rooms, and over here are the girls varsity and JV locker rooms. They are completely identical. They all have their own lockers, their own space to sit with their name above it on a plaque. They all have their weight rooms, showers, bikes, even a study room for them to come here after school. Coaches have their own private offices where they're able to do their work, and they also have their own athletic training facilities for the athletic trainers. And this is the tunnel that they would walk down past the Zamboni doors to go on the ice for the games. And the visiting team comes out on the opposite end of the rink, so they do have complete separation from the visiting team when they make their entrance to the ice on game day.
Okay, go.
So this is the backyard rink of the Braemar Ice facility. And here there are a lot of design flaws. as you can see, the roofs are not connected, and so when it snows here, all the snow piles up, and there's no underground heating for the snow to melt, so it becomes a very icy hazard, so people can't come out to watch, and there is no seating for any spectators here. So a lot of people will go over where those pine trees are over here to stand, and it usually becomes a snowbank because there is no place to put the snow.
Go.
So one improvement that was made to the backyard rink is that this is now a place for spectators. You said it used to be a big rock pile, but now there's some landscaping, some concrete where people can sit and watch during the winter, so they're not sitting on snowbanks, which is a safety hazard. So this is one of the Zambonis that they use at the ice facility here. They have 3 to 4 of them. And theirs are battery powered, unlike most Zambonis that are propane powered. Batteries last about 6 years, and every 6 years it costs $8,700 to $9,000 to replace the batteries. So it is a lot of money, but it does save the environment and save them from having to constantly buy propane tanks. Now, this tank here takes up what was shaved off the ice during the process when the Zamboni is on the ice. And here, this is a tank that puts the water out that helps make the ice smooth from after a game or a practice and fill all of the holes that were made. So this is the compressor system for the oldest rink here at the Braemar facility. The equipment in here is a lot older than the video of the newer compressor system that they have. Recently they had an ammonia leak, which is a very big problem for a compressor system, so they did have to spend a lot of money to put about 450 pounds of ammonia back in the tanks. This is different because it is outside and it isn't attached to the building, which is something that you don't see in many modern rinks these days. And now these problems are really catching up to them, and so they are having to spend a lot of their funding to try and replace this system and try and get a new cooling system in here. So the Braemar Arena subcontracts the General Sports Store, which is a hockey goods and equipment store, and the Velocity Training Center, which is a hockey-specific training center that a lot of NHL players use during their off-season training in the summer. So this is Braemar Field. Typically the dome part of it would not be up right now, but due to COVID it is run by the same people who run the Braemar Ice Arena. This houses a lot of indoor soccer, lacrosse, and other indoor sports. And over here we have the baseball complex, which has 4 baseball fields, which is great for tournaments when they're hosted here. And actually it was just recently used because baseball was allowed to come back as a summer sport in Minnesota.